Hey guys, long time no talk. It's been a minute. In fact, it's been over a year since my last YouTube video, and let's just call this my big return back to YouTube. This is also going to be a little bit of a life update video, so you guys kind of know like where I've been, what's happened, what's going on, and basically where this channel is going to be going from here on out. And don't worry, I'm still going to be doing readings for people. I'm just taking a beautiful, lovely, glorious day hiking in the mountains of Colorado today, and I figured this would be the perfect place to do a I'm back video. I mean, the scenery behind me, absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. It's hard for me to see in this view, honestly, because the screen just looks dark, but I know I'm there. I know I'm somewhere there. Anyway, let me fill you guys in on where I've been and what's been going on. So one of the reasons I stopped recording was because I actually started working at a metaphysical shop back in the Chicagoland area. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it at all. It is called Enlightened Balance Chakra Spa, and it is in Crystal Lake, which is one of the northwest suburbs of Chicago. They've been featured on the TV show Destination Chicago, and it's just a really cool place. I was one of the readers there. Well, I technically still am from a distance, but I'll get to that in a minute. So anyways, for the past year, I was doing readings live in person for people there at the store, and I've also been running their social media accounts. So if you follow Enlightened Balance at all on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, their email newsletter, any of those kinds of things, hi, that's basically me. So because I got really busy working with the store and it was a new thing for me and I really enjoyed it, honestly, just like doing readings here on YouTube and stuff kind of just took a back seat. It went to the back burner basically. So anyways, if you guys are interested in checking out enlightenedbalance.com, that's their website. And if you guys are local to the Chicago area, I definitely recommend going and checking them out. They are amazing. All of their readers there are super, super kind and caring and empathetic, and they know their stuff, basically. But there's not just readings there. There's a whole rock shop there filled with crystals. They sell tarot decks, oracle decks, like everything you could possibly think of metaphysical related. There's even an apothecary in the back that you can check out to help with your manifestation goals, basically. So definitely I welcome you to check them out, and I will leave their information down below in the description. So that's one thing my life got very busy with. And I'm still working for them just like virtually from a distance. Like I said, I'll get to that in a minute. So that's the Enlightened Balance scoop. I have my phone out here because I literally made a list of all the things I wanted to talk about. And I knew I wouldn't remember everything. So I have a little note here with topics I wanted to talk about. So another thing that happened, and this happened more so a year ago at this time. It's been a while since this happened, but I went through two very horrible friendship losses at this time last year, and obviously that didn't really put me in such a great headspace. I just really wasn't in a good place for doing readings, even though I was doing readings on Enlightened Balance. But I think it was different being there like physically in person with people. It was a little bit different to kind of like help keep me motivated and keep me encouraged during that time, because it was a really difficult time for me. And I'm not going to go into all the details of these two friendships. When I say friendship losses, I don't mean like somebody died. No one died. I'm just not friends with these two people anymore. And they were two people that I really trusted and I was really close to. And you know, I don't harbor any ill will against either one of them. I hope that they are both doing wonderful. Here we are a year later. I hope they are thriving and successful, abundant, blessed, and just overall living a joyful life that they want to live. But definitely the sun had set on those friendships, and it was time to move forward, basically. So I went through that, and that was pretty painful. So yeah, that's the next thing that happened. And if I keep looking like both ways every once in a while, it's just because I'm literally on the hiking trail right now. And I just want to make sure no one's coming in the middle of my filming, because I'd have to like stop the camera, obviously. And sometimes there are dogs walking down the trail, and Shadow is not so happy when dogs come down the trail, and he gets a little crazy. So I have to reel him in when that happens. Okay, anyways, so aside from those 2 friendship losses, if you guys are, regular followers of mine, subscribers here on my channel, if you're not, then like, you may not know about this or care about this or anything, but if you're someone who's been around the block here with me, you would know I've done a lot of twin flame readings in the past. And, I do have my own twin flame. I've known him since I was 14. And I've had a lot of deconstruction, I guess you could say, around the topic of twin flames, and a lot of realizations, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of that kind of stuff. So, needless to say, I have walked away from the twin flame journey. And I know they say you can't walk away from your twin flame, and to a degree that is true. That connection, it lasts for all of eternity, and I do fully admit I am still connected to this person. However, it was not in a healthy place for me, and it got to the place where I had to love myself more than that person or that connection or that ideal. So I had to walk away from it. And it's not that I will never ever do another twin flame reading, because I realize people are going through stuff and people need help, and that's ultimately why I'm here. That's ultimately the goal of this channel, is I want to be here to help you guys on your journey, and I want to be here to help you live your best life, an abundant life, a blessed life. And that's not just when it comes to love, that comes down to, your family, your friendships, your finances, your career, most importantly, your relationship with yourself. That's ultimately why I'm here. But I know that love and I know that twin flames sometimes do filter into it. So it's not that I'm never ever going to do readings about those topics anymore. However, those types of readings may not be like the main focus here on this channel. If it's meant to come through, it's going to come through. Like, I'm not going to deny that. But just due to a lot of realizations on my own journey, I really had to step back from a lot of that stuff, because it was a toxic and unhealthy place for me personally, at least. Just like with the friendships, I'm not going to get into the reasons here on my own personal journey as to like what all the details were, as to why everything crumbled and fell apart, and why I walked away. I think all that matters right now is there goes a butterfly. Anyways, in case anyone needed to hear that, that could be a synchronicity for somebody, who knows. Yeah, so I'm not going to get into all the details as to why it fell apart, why I chose to walk away. All that matters is that I did, and the main reason is because it was unhealthy and it was not good for me, and I needed to love myself and put myself first. That's the biggest reason, details aside, and simply for the respect of my person, as well as the respect for those 2 friends who I'm no longer friends with. That's why I'm not going to get into the details of any of those relationships. All that matters is the update of those 3 people are no longer in my life, and it's for the better, and that's okay. I'm doing all right. So that brings me to the next update, which is, hold on, I'm just checking my phone. I can like barely see on these screens out here because it's so sunny. Okay, yes, so I really only have 2 other things left to add to this. And obviously, you know, I am doing this video here from Colorado. I am currently at Boreas Pass in Breckenridge, and I moved to Colorado. So that's probably the biggest update. Last time you heard from me, I was, you know, back at home in the Chicagoland area, of course, working at Enlightened Balance, but you guys didn't know that until right now. I may actually include in this video like a small little feature involving them, just so you guys know kind of like who they are and what they're all about, in case you're curious and you want to check them out for yourself. Even if you're not local to the Chicagoland area, you can still, like, once again, you can order like a virtual reading through me and a couple of the other girls on there. And some people will do readings over the phone too. So even if you're not local to the Chicagoland area and you want to get a reading there, I would say definitely like give them a call them up. They will hook you up. So I might include a little clip about them in here from the Destination Chicago feature, which was pretty cool. And that aired on CBS Chicago. So anyways, aside from that, yeah, I moved here like last month. It's June now, so I moved here in May. It was kind of a chaotic whirlwind of a nightmare in a sense moving here. I'm hoping things are settling down now that I'm here. Once again, I'm going to spare you guys the details on all that. If you guys really want to hear my catastrophe story of all the insane things that happened to me within just like a matter of a couple weeks of moving here, let me know and I'll give you the details, obviously. But no, people can run by. There was a dude jogging by. Shadow wanted to growl at him because he has things to say. Anyway, so yeah, I moved here last month in May, and I decided to move to Colorado for a few reasons. So I decided to move to Colorado, first of all, because I mean, look at this. Look at this view. How can you not want to have this gorgeous view in your life? And honestly, the past couple of years I was living back at home, I was really missing living out west. And as some of you may know, prior to returning home, I lived in Los Angeles for 15 years. And I love LA. I always will love LA. And I love California. But I honestly felt like that chapter of my life was over and I had put that behind me. LA is chaotic. And, you know, twin flame or not, going home or not, I feel like I was done with the chaos. And I originally chose home because of my twin flame and that whole situation, and to be closer to my mom, and eventually I found Enlightened Balance, and that was all great and good too. But I don't know if I would have left LA if I didn't have like a place picked out to go. And before that, I didn't really know like where I wanted to go. So I obviously went back home for a couple years, and my mom and Enlightened Balance, I feel like, are 2 of the major reasons that I had to go back home. Not necessarily because of my twin flame, because everything, you know, was basically a shit storm with him. So, anyways, yeah. So, no, you guys, we're not going yet. That's another update I have to share with you guys. One I didn't even put on the list, but one I will add in here. So anyway, actually, I'm going to try and readjust this camera one more time. Hold on. There we go. I put it in the tripod, so now I'm not like holding on to it. And now you guys don't have to see me shaking my iPod to do this anymore. So anyways, yeah, so being back at home, I really missed being out west. And one of the reasons I missed being out west was this lovely and beautiful view that we see out there with the mountains. I mean, the ocean is nice. The beach is nice, but I don't think I appreciated the beach and the ocean as much in California as I did the hills and the mountains and the nature that came with that. So I wound up settling on Colorado. And here's why. I chose Colorado because, number one, I mean, it's not a cheap place to live, no, but it's definitely not as expensive as California. So it does not have that California price tag, which is, of course, a major perk in itself. So there's that. But also because I have family history here. When I was a kid, growing up, my family and I, we used to take spring vacation ski trips to Breckenridge like every year when I was growing up. My dad was in love with Colorado. He loved Colorado. He loved Breckenridge. At one point, he had property in Breckenridge. It was his plan to retire out here. And unfortunately, he never made it to do that. He passed away before he was given the opportunity to do that. So given the family history and my dad's love for being in Colorado, and I definitely grew to love Colorado more and more and more over the years, I was like, that's the place. That's where I'm meant to be. So I moved here. I'm not in Breckenridge. I am in the Denver area. But, Breckenridge is like, an hour and a half away. So it's, it's no big deal. It's fun to do for like a day trip or, a long weekend, something like that. Which a day trip is basically what I'm doing today. So I moved to Colorado last month. And even though it's been a wild ride trying to get settled here, I feel at peace. I know that I'm in the place that makes my heart sing, that brings me joy. I love being in the nature. I definitely, like, as an air sign, as a Libra, I can feel kind of flaky and up in my head at times. So being here in the nature is definitely very grounding and very helpful in terms of just connecting with Mother Earth, Gaia. So, so here I am, and today we are taking this hike here at Boreas Pass, which I totally recommend if you guys are in Colorado. If you have not checked this trail out, check it out. It is beautiful, stunning, amazing. It's supposed to only take like an hour to do this trail, but I keep stopping and taking pictures. I'm just going to be here like all day. So that's my story of coming to Colorado and being here, and this is where I'm at now for the foreseeable future. Yeah, but that's basically the update on Colorado. So if you guys are local to Colorado, especially if you're around the Denver area, hit me up. Let's hang out. I need to meet people here. I need to make new friends. I have lots of like old family friends here who have known me since I was like a baby, but I mean, that's different. Those are like parental type of figure people. So yeah, if you're local to the Denver area and Colorado as a whole, hit me up. Let's hang. So yeah, and the final, well, almost final piece of information in this update. As you guys know, I have a Chihuahua named Shadow, and I have had him for the past 6, almost 7 years. And Shadow now has a little sister. So right before the move, I adopted another Chihuahua. And it was not a part of the plan originally. Originally, I was going to wait until I moved to Colorado to do this. But there was this hoarding situation that popped up in like late March, early April, right before I moved. And it was all over the local news in the Chicago area. There was a hoarding situation in Indiana where 43 Chihuahuas were in a house. And there were even like more cats, and the house caught on fire, and they rescued all the animals, and one rescue took on all 43 of the Chihuahuas, and they were finding homes for them. So I put in an application, and I was like, you know what, if it's meant to be, it'll be. If not, like, it's not the end of the world. I'm in the middle of moving right now anyways, and it turns out it was meant to be. So, without further ado, I introduce you guys to Tinkerbell. This is Tinkerbell, Shadow's little sister. And here's Shadow, of course. So they're both out here on the walk with me. So you guys always see Shadow. He's always around. He's always around for readings. But now Tinkerbell will be around for readings too. Yes, say hi, good girl. You're making your YouTube debut today. Yes, you are. So she is a year old. And, you know, she's from Indiana. She's a good girl. And we love having her as a part of the family. She's my little mountain climber. Finally, you guys, I want to address doing readings, obviously, because just doing hikes around here in Colorado and life updates is not the only thing I'm here for on YouTube. In fact, that's not even my main reason I'm here on YouTube. My main reason for being here is doing readings and assisting you guys along in your journey, as I mentioned earlier in this video. So, yes, I am back. I'm going to be uploading regularly again in terms of doing readings, pick-a-cards, general readings, whatever spirit leads me to do, basically. So, if there's a certain type of reading that you would like to see me do here for the collective on YouTube, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want to hear about, and I'll get on it. I'll deliver. Finally, if you guys are interested in a personal, private reading for yourself, you can officially find those through my website. I'll include a link somewhere around here. Shadowandshine.com. That is the word shadow, S-H-A-D-O-W, the letter N, and then the word shine, S-H-I-N-E.com. So if you go to shadowandshine.com, you guys can order your readings directly there. You don't have to Venmo me. You don't have to PayPal me. You don't have to email me, because that's how we used to do it back in the old days, like over a year ago. But we don't have to do it that way anymore. You can go to my website and you can either look under the shop area or the readings area of the website, and it'll show you all the different types of readings that are available, and you can go ahead and order what you want there, put in your questions right there on the website, and pay for it through my website, and it'll be back at you within the amount of time that is mentioned in the description of your purchase. So I hope you guys will check out my website, visit it, book a reading if you're interested in it. And the really cool thing is I'm offering several different types of readings. So that all depends on what your needs are. Whether you are searching for something super in-depth, super long, that's like an hour long, or you just need something, you know, really quick and simple. So we have everything ranging from image readings, which are basically just like images that I send to you of the cards that came out for you and a description of what that means in that situation. And then the other ones are YouTube readings, just like what I do here, but you know, it's for you personally, not for the collective. So those are through an Unlisted YouTube link that will be sent to you of your reading. And the most expensive one, but it's because it's live in person with me, I now do readings over Zoom too. So the great thing is, you know, it's for everybody's different types of needs spiritually, depending on what you're looking for, and it also offers a range in prices as well. Yeah, so it offers a range in terms of pricing as well. So you can choose anything from like an $11 reading all the way up to like $150. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in between, all depending on, like I said, once again, the type of reading you're looking for, your own spiritual needs, your own questions, and of course your budget as well. So, you know, I'm trying to make it as budget friendly as I can for everyone, at the same time, because I know that everyone is like very financially strapped right now with the way the world is going. But at the same time, I have bills to pay too, so I have to take care of my own needs as well. So anyways, I really hope you guys check out my website, and most importantly, just continue to hang out here with me. I know it's been a long time, so anyone who is still here and still hanging around, I appreciate you so much. I thank you so much for sticking around. And if you're new, hi, welcome. Obviously, we're happy to have you as a part of the Shadow and Shine family. So that's basically it for updates. Anyways, you know, check me out also on Instagram and TikTok. I will have other readings happening over there for the collective. They're different from what's happening here on YouTube. So, you know, check me out everywhere, because I'm pretty much everywhere. And hang out with me in Colorado if you're in the area. I'm going to be starting a Patreon soon. So I think that'll be a great place for us all to hang out and kind of build like a community there. So stay tuned for details soon on what's going to be happening with the Patreon. And I'm also thinking of starting a Discord server. Once again, another way for people to connect. I know it can be very isolating and lonely going through life's journey on your own, especially if you are someone who's a little bit more empathetic and you're someone who is intuitive and tapped into things. So I definitely want to make more of an outlet for a community to gather with each other. So let's do that, you guys. Anyways, that's basically it for my life updates. I feel like there's so much more I could mention because it has been a year. But I don't want to bore you guys with all the details, and I feel like I've taken up enough time as it is, and we're going to start diving into readings again as always. So before I wrap things up here, I just want to remind you guys to give this video a big thumbs up, like it. That definitely helps me out a lot. Drop me a comment down below. It helps me get out there on the YouTube algorithm. Share this video with your friends, with other people, on other websites, you know, whatever it is. And if you are not already a subscriber, I welcome you to join the Shadow and Shine family and hit that notification bell and subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, I am so incredibly grateful for you, and welcome back. And yeah, so let's do this thing. And before I wrap things up really quick, Tinkerbell, Shadow, and I want to send you guys so much love, so much hugs. We appreciate you so incredibly much. So just keep on sparkling, and we will see you guys next time.